On this channel, we only give you updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you're watching me from. I'm welcome to Oblius TV. If you're new to this channel, do it to like, share, subscribe, follow this page because only on this platform we give you updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone. Yes, early this morning, Chelsea played against Wrexham 2-2, and some fans were not really comfortable with that draw. Why some people were like, it's a fair one, and it's more of a preseason that we cannot just totally judge the coach based on this current result right now. But some fans are not really comfortable with the results. I'm just being realistic here because I've been following up some other platform, reading some comment from Chelsea fans. They were like, how can the first half team cannot even get a 2-0 or even a 3-0 against Wrexham? One thing you people fail to understand is that these guys have not played together for a long while, most especially a game like this. So believe me, our next match, we being on Saturday, is going to be well coordinated, well organized than the one we watched against Wrexham. Because even the Wrexham coach self, he said something that did not sit well with me. He was like, we spent money and yet they were able to go toe to toe with us, and also even they would have won the game. They would have won the game when you played almost your main thing. Wrexham took the game serious. If you listen when me and Dave was talking early this morning, I said that Wrexham took the game very, very serious. While Chelsea were like trying to test run their players. That was what Maresca was doing. I'm just being realistic. And after all, the coach said something. He said he's okay with what he has seen, and he believes that from there he can make one or two adjustments. But he's okay with what he has seen. You grab. So definitely, if there is no error initially, that was what I said. I said if there is no error, there will be no correction. So I believe that Maresca have seen some errors, and he will keep seeing them throughout this preseason because he will keep trying everybody. He keep trying everybody. But the defense line, I don't know, but that defense line, something has to be done. If it's by the pattern that Maresca wants to follow up next season, with this kind of defense line, is not there. They will easily concede a lot of goals. If the defenders don't change their mentality, and also they are not conscious of their environment. Like Ben Chilwell, you see somebody running and he's not even noticing that a player is by his side or even at his back. You see Badishi holding the ball, he's not even aware of where he's standing or who to give the pass to. And Maresca is saying that he wants to build his game, each game he wants to play from the back. And if your back is not solid enough, then how can you achieve that kind of game that you want to play? That is why it's not that we are saying that we are emotional here. After all, I've already said that if they want to make pure profit from selling Chalobah, I'm not against it. But come on, let's give it a second thought. Chalobah will sit well in that defense. Chalobah will sit well in that defense. This thing that Wesley Fofana is doing is just trying to be too energetic as if he's ready to play the whole season. I can't bank on it. I'm just being realistic. I can't bank on it. You cannot, and again, you can't overwork Tosin throughout the season because you cannot use him to play the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Carling Cup, Conference League, and all the rest. No. And I can't bank on Wesley Fofana. If you watch the people that have played the first half, those first 11 that played the first half, I'm talking about Tosin, George. You see that George? You see that boy that played that left wing? I don't know if they will give him a space in the Chelsea team next season, if they will just try him. Because that guy was more impactful than Madueke that played the right wing. If I talk much about Madueke right now, some people will think I have personal issues with Madueke. I don't have personal issues with Madueke. But sometimes, I know it's preseason, but at least show that some personal attributes. Show that attribute that something good will come out from you. You should not be giving me the old vibe, the old Madueke vibe. Then later, when you notice that the thing is not going the way you want to do as if you are not active. You will not be active now. Let's say season start now, first 6 game now, Maresca give you the space to play that first 6 game, and you're not active. Then when Palmer step up and start doing well, you start frowning face. We are Chelsea fans. We see it. We see it on him. We see it on him. Now I understand why Chelsea is still pushing to sign a right winger. Now I understand why they are pushing to sign a right winger. Because even the Palmer, you can't really stick to Palmer alone throughout this season. Never can tell. You know that last season it was Chelsea was Palmer and Palmer was Chelsea. But this season, I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be Chelsea for everybody. Everybody should bring out what they have to offer to the club. Nkunku yesterday, Nkunku was solid. Nkunku was solid. I see that creativity. I see that positioning. Nkunku is just too good. The only thing I just want to pray for is that he should be injury-free next season for us. Maguire, his positioning is too good. We did not say much about some of them this morning when we are just on a random talk. Maguire, his positioning was too good. That guy knows how to position, and I see that attribute in him. This bullying of defenders, I see it. See the way he was charging the Wrexham defenders. I see it. He knows how to position. He knows where to be in the right time. So I don't have, in that area, I won't say much. But you see that wing. Please, Madueke need to step up. I was not really impressed with what Madueke dished out to us early this morning. What I watched this morning from Madueke. Then coming in the second half, when they brought in the second set of people that played, Omo, I don't know. Because if we are to say the squad is not yet around, or they are not yet ready, or our squad is not yet back from their break, which one that is the squad? Moses Kasai is already with them. Enzo Fernandez, Conor Gallagher, Kopama, Marco Kurela. You grab. But even at that, these players that played yesterday, they would have shown some certain sign of qualities. But they did not show it. We know that some of them, they will still send them out on loan. They will still sell some. If the case may be, might sell some of them. But even at that, they still need to show some qualities. Forget about, like what I told you guys this morning, forget about the goal that Ugochukwu scored this morning. I did not really feel his impact in the midfield. Andre Santos, I did not really feel his impact. I'm just being realistic here. Angelo, this first part of the second half, I felt his impact, but later on, it looked as if he was lost from the game. Raheem Sterling, please, like I said, I don't want that kind of game that you played last season, this season. If it's this kind of thing I watched yesterday that these boys will still bring up this coming season, it's not going to be funny at all. It's not going to be funny. Sterling should learn how to, just one touch. When you clear the defenders, learn how to cross. Learn how to loop ball in. You must not wait till the defenders have crowded you. That is when you want to look for a way to scale the ball out from your hand or from your position. I don't want that. You keep holding the ball. Before you know it, defenders will come in. And again, I don't know. Maresca should try and work with what this one. I'm saying it based on what we observed this morning. I don't know how the next match will look like. Maybe next match will be better than this. Or even the upper one might be better than this. Or the rest will be better than what we saw in the first one. But he should try and work on his attack. His attack should bite. Because both the people that played the first half and both the ones that played the second half, gaining possession was okay. They gained possession both first and second. But the attack was not biting. Not enough chance. They not created enough chance now. Let's be realistic. The only time they created chances was during the first half. And that was when Maguire and Nkunku was doing their thing, because even the right wing was not functioning because of Madueke was not being stressed to be coming back. But even at that, Madueke still need to show some qualities. That is why we said that this inversion, this inverting of left wing back and right wing back, I will say let him do it with the left wing back. Irrespective of the fact that we know that he did it with Leicester City with the right wing back, please let our right wing back be in their rightful position. Because I don't know. If James would have been in his rightful position, believe me, I guess there would have been a good run from that position. There would have been serious crosses. How many crosses can you count that Chelsea made in this game this morning? How many crosses? How many good crosses? None. So for me, I guess that inversion should be in the left. We said it this morning. I don't know, but what am I? I'm not the coach. Maybe next match we will see more of that inverting of the right winger and right back. But for me, I would say let him try the left back and let the right back be where they are and let us see how the game will look like. You understand? But truth be told, the game was boring. I'm not trying to. The game was boring, and where the game got more boring was when the second set of people came in second half. The game became more boring. Then, as for Ben Chilwell, I want to give my final verdict on Ben Chilwell. I believe he has done very well for the team since his arrival, and he has served Chelsea very well. And we have given him what he wants. We have given him the Champions League, Club World Cup, name it. So at this point, I won't be surprised if I hear tomorrow morning that Chelsea want to let Ben Chilwell go based on mutual consent, or they want to sell Ben Chilwell. I won't be surprised. It's a good deal because yesterday I did not really feel his impact. Can Chukwuemeka? Well, I will not judge yet in that area. As for him, I will not judge him yet. Maybe next match, I'll watch more of Kani Chukwuemeka. Anybody that wants to play, they should play now. It's not when these other players I just mentioned that are not available come back now. And football change. And when the season starts now, they start featuring those set of players. Let some players don't get angry. Because Maresca is still trying to understand what is best for the team. Forget the fact that we know that this is how he plays, but even at that, he's still trying to understand. But Maresca, this one goes to you. Please work on the defense line, even though you still want to maintain your three-man defense. Work on them, because the second set of people that came in for that defense line was not encouraging at all. It was not encouraging. Achimpong, if I'm not mistaken, Fofana, it was only Fofana and DSF. Ben Chilwell was not even helping matter. Gusto was invited to the midfield. I bet if Gusto was with Fofana, I guess that those goals that they considered, they wouldn't have considered those goals. So I just believe that Maresca will get his homework right and he will make correction. For now, we are just sitting down and we are not saying much. But truth be told, we supposed win Wrexham. Ibada was supposed to win Wrexham, but we're not in our preseason. Sometimes too, if you don't win all the games of preseason, but come into the season, you do wonders. After all, we won all the game in the preseason last season, and we started the season, nothing to show for it. You understand? So next match, we'll be seeing KDH. I'm hearing that he had slight, I don't know how serious, slight injury, but I know it's not something that is serious, but definitely we want to see the likes of KDH and Viega. We have seen McGill, and we have seen what he can do. And we have seen that if he's with those qualities that's up front, he will do something better. You understand? Madueke, please, you need to step up. You really need to step up your game. Next match, I want to see something better from you. Else, it will now look too obvious that Chelsea really needed Michael Olise. It will now look too obvious. Because it is their performance now that will determine if Chelsea will still enter the transfer market for more players. Because the only thing that remains for Chelsea now is for them to get a striker. Definitely, they need a striker. Then get a left winger. Because You see that thing that Sterling did in the second half when they brought him in? That is not what I call a winger. The only person I can rate as a winger in that match this morning was that Clara George, Clay George, whatever how you people pronounce it. You can see the image on my screen. This was the only guy that gave me that. He was giving me that Bukayo Saka vibe. I'm just being, if some of you that watched that game, you will see it. So he was the only person. Then a little bit of Angelo. Angelo tried, but later on he was lost in the game. So please, you guys should just improve, and Maresca, step up. I know it's your first game. I will not judge yet. I will judge you when the season starts. I will not judge him much in preseason. Just that we'll analyze and judge based on each matches he played in the preseason and those errors we think that he's supposed to cover up that he discovered from this other game. It is when we enter the next game now, those errors that you have observed in the Wrexham game, he doesn't cover it up in the next match. Then we'll still talk about it. Then till the season starts. Then if we still find out those same errors again, that which we have been talking about in the preseason, which has not been corrected, we then will start saying why this same issue is still repeating itself. You understand? But for now, do it to like, share, subscribe, follow this page because we only give you updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone. On Saturday, we follow up another one again. But truth be told, my eyes are disturbing me because I did not really sleep well. I did not sleep well. I have to be awake to follow up this Chelsea match. Thank you, guys.